everybody, and thanks for tuning into English Turks. This channel is where I review all of your favorite Turkish series that are with English and those that don't have English subtitles. So I'm so glad that you guys are joining me here today, because today I am going to be reviewing Afili, which just aired the 13th episode, and I watched it last night and I wanted to share my thoughts on what I thought about the episode. So let's just give a quick summary. We ended off on episode 12, where we have Kerem, who has been detained. We have Shulia, which fell. We have Ayşe, who's basically in the situation with the math tutor and all that stuff. And so basically Kerem is released from he gives his statement and then he's released, and now he basically goes home, argues with his father, decides he's going to leave the company, and of course Ayşe has to follow him because that's her husband. And basically we see the entire episode of him trying to manage how he's going to live life now without the company, and we have Ayşe trying to support him in the entire situation. We also have her brother, who stopped taking his medication, and he's conflicting with that. We also have Erkut, which is her other brother. He is trying to start a business with Sabri, and we see how that's rolling. And then we also have Jada, which basically is trying to manipulate everything. And what I think is my favorite part is that it seems like her involving the math tutor is not working in her favor at all. So basically Jada is the cause for all the issues that are going on right now, and she's always the cause, isn't it? Like, basically she's always the cause. And so she chose to tell the math teacher that Ayşe was being held captive and it's against her will and she doesn't want to be there, which I find very odd that he would even believe, because he went on a picnic with her entire family. Like, are you telling me like this one person is the only person that knows? I'm really hoping and praying that the math teacher mentions Jada's name, because that's the only thing that needs to happen. And I find it would be very weird for him if he doesn't, for the whole show, if he doesn't mention her name. And the only reason why is because he can't control, like, she can't control him. She was able to control the Ayşe's previous boyfriend, but she's not able to control this math teacher. Like, he just keeps jumping and doing whatever he wants to do because he's so-called worried so much about Ayşe that I feel like in order to justify his, like, they ended the episode where he's like, what? Like, and the father's fainting or whatever. But I feel like Ayşe should be questioning him, like, where did you hear that from? Like, how do you know? And then for him to say, Jada told me. Because if that happens, then that would really just help the situation out. But we know that in order for Jada to continue to be the person causing all the mischief, they can't know that it was her. So I don't know what's gonna happen in this in the next episode that airs, but I do feel like that would play a big role in how everything plays out if he reveals that it was Jada that told him. I am so happy that Shulia's baby is perfectly fine, and can we just have a moment of love for Kerem's brother? Like, oh my gosh, the guy is such a good man. You know, you can tell that there's something there, that he's just not built for leadership, and he acknowledges that about himself. I absolutely feel like Shulia lucked out. Like, she got a diamond in the rough, you know. That man is a sweetheart, and he just makes you feel at peace in the whole show. Like, he makes you feel like there is good in the world. There isn't just Jada. I was so happy though for Akut and his business, how it was prospering. I hate that. I think it's funny, the dynamic between him and the guy worker from the company. I love that play on their relationship. It really does fit so well in the series. Sometimes when they try to add little storylines to add comedy and stuff, it doesn't work. But with these two, for me personally, I feel like it just works. I love their dynamic, the way they go back and forth, how they play with each other. It's so light and fun, but then it's also business-wise. You see one person trying to come up in business and one person who's not really that far up in business, but like still has like this playful banter with someone else. So I like that, and I love the relationship between Erkut and Sabri. I think that Sabri needs that in his life, for someone who's constantly being rejected, doesn't really have very good things going on. I love like just seeing them all interact with each other despite all the craziness going around. It gives us a good break in those things. Oh my gosh, guys. So let's talk about Volkan. Oh my gosh. Volkan is having some feelings, guys. What do you think? I kind of like feel for him because he really wants to have this relationship, and it just seems like she's not going to go for it, or maybe she's really pulling her strings so that she can control the situation, because if she just goes along with whatever Volkan says, then she might be the one with the upper hand. But she has the upper hand now. But I love how like he is just like slowly falling in love with this girl, and really like just, I love that they gravitate towards each other so well. I don't know, tell me what you think about Volkan and his love interest in this show. And also she needs that so she can leave everybody else alone, you know what I'm saying? Anyway, moving on. Okay, I'm laughing because in this episode we got to see like Kerem and Ayşe really like grow so much in connection with each other, because despite them saying that it's a fake marriage, at this point they're living a real marriage. Like at this point, like he protects her, he's taking care of her, he considers her, they talk, they communicate with each other. Like they're basically in a newly married couple stage right now. Despite what they say, they really are. And I think in this episode they became just so much more comfortable with each other, so much more connected, because I'm pretty sure that Kerem felt so proud and happy to see that she followed him, and she respected him, and she supported him in the entire situation that he was going through. And I know that she felt very cared for, especially when he went ahead and punched the math teacher for the situation that takes place. So I love how the writers are making their love story grow, but just gradually and slowly, and turning this fake marriage into a real marriage. I don't know, tell me what you guys think. It's way better than many of the other shows that are out right now. It's just, theirs is just clean, fresh, fun comedy. Despite Jada, like, it's clean and fresh and easy. Now we know, because of the preview, that nothing bad is really going to happen to Kerem's dad, and that's really good, because then that would really make the show very somber, and it's a comedy, so it's not supposed to be somber. So I'm excited about that. So I want you guys to let me know in the comments, what are you excited about? I really do love this show. This is my easy show. This is the one that doesn't get me like so up all the time, because it's just so light and fun. Let me know in the comments below what your thoughts are, and I can't wait to see you guys next week when we review episode 14. Bye.